Good morning, this is LymeOnline's Francesca Evans bringing you up to date with all of this week's top stories from the Lyme Regis area. The Millside restaurant was named Business of the Year at the first Lyme Regis Business Awards this week. The restaurant was taken over by owners John and Georgina Baker shortly before the coronavirus pandemic hit the UK, and it scooped the top prize at the inaugural awards ceremony on Wednesday, organised by Marketing West and LymeOnline. The Millside won Restaurant of the Year and Overall Business of the Year, with John and Georgina's 3-year-old daughter Darcy collecting the certificate on their behalf, as they are currently self-isolating, with the restaurant closed until Tuesday after being pinged by the Track and Trace app. Almost 100 entries from 51 local businesses were received for the awards, which will now become an annual event. The ceremony was held at the Woodmead Halls with guests including the Mayor and Mayoress of Lyme Regis. In his opening speech, Mayor Brian Larkham spoke about the difficulties local businesses have faced during the coronavirus pandemic, saying they now had the opportunity to come out of it even stronger, with Lyme Regis more popular than ever with holidaymakers. You can find a full list of winners on the LymeOnline website. Lyme Regis Lifeboat Week has raised an estimated total of more than £33,000 for the RNLI, with the results of some events still to come in. The week was opened by star RNLI collector Joshua Denning, aged 17, during a ceremony outside the Lifeboat station. He kept his record as top collector last week, with £1,048 being donated to the RNLI through his bucket. A packed programme of events, competitions and entertainment was held throughout the week, with highlights including a parachute display by the British Army's Red Devils, watched by an estimated crowd of 3,000, as well as the traditional bathtub race, fun run and Yardavale competition. The week was rounded off with the Lifeboat crew's annual Blessing of the Boats ceremony. The event is usually held on Regation Sunday in May, but was delayed due to the coronavirus pandemic. The ceremony saw members of the local clergy and representatives of seafaring organisations and the Royal British Legion come together to remember all those lost at sea. A firework display was also held last night, with proceeds from collections to be split between Lifeboat Week funds and the Regatta and Carnival Committee, whose events officially get underway this Saturday. The annual Sausage and Cider Festival is expected to have raised several thousands of pounds for Lyme Regis Football Club. Although the final figure has not yet been announced, the festival was deemed a huge success when it was held at the Davy Fort ground on Saturday. Despite the showery weather in the morning, crowds flocked to the site to enjoy a full programme of live music and entertainment for one of the first times since coronavirus restrictions were lifted. The money raised will help the club complete its 4-year programme of improvements, with the resurfacing of the car park being the final stage, and will boost funds to run the clubhouse, which was forced to close for several months during lockdowns. Dorset Council is asking residents whether changes need to be made to town and parish councils across the county. As part of its local governance review, the council is asking for residents' views to ensure that town and parish councils across the county continue to reflect the communities they represent. It wants to hear whether people feel that town and parish boundaries need changing, whether the number of local councillors should be altered, and whether local councillors should change their name. Full details and an online survey are now available to complete on the website shown on screen now. Disappointment this week for Uplyme and Lyme Regis Cricket Club, who have been prime movers in the launch of the new East Devon Bash T20 competition, sponsored by LymeOnline. Uplyme topped the points table with Seaton in second place, meaning the two sides met in a playoff final at the King George V playing field last Sunday. Uplyme went into the final firm favourites, and it was a competitive and exciting match, but in the end they were beaten by just 7 runs. Uplyme, however, are very much in the mix for honours in the Devon Cricket League D Division East, moving into second place after a 7-wicket victory over Kentisbeare last weekend. The league title could well be settled next week when Uplyme are at home to the leaders in an all-to-play-for fixture. Lyme Regis Football Club continued their pre-season friendlies this week with a home match against Honiton Town, who play at 2 levels above the Seasiders. Although they were beaten 4-1, manager Julian Simier was able to try out new formations, and they competed well in the second half, their goal coming from a Tom Bastin header. Last evening, Lyme met neighbours Uplyme in the annual Bass Bottle, a competition that has been going for more than 40 years. Lyme retained the trophy with a 2-1 win, their goals coming from Steve Beattie and Cameron Fowler. The Seasiders' first team start their Devon and Exeter League Premier Division fixtures on Saturday, August 21st, with an away trip to Dawlish United, followed by neighbours Colleton, also away, on Wednesday, August 25th. Thanks for watching LymeOnline's video news bulletins. You can stay up to date with all the latest local news and find more videos of local events on the LymeOnline website. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram to make sure you never miss a thing. Have a great weekend.